What's going on, everyone? So, in my line of work, I get people asking me how they can invest, save money, do this, do that, and all this other horse shit. The first question I always ask everyone is, what is money? Most of them go, I don't know. They'll think about it. And I go, conceptually, what is money? They'll still think and contemplate. They'll go to buy things. You know, something you can get that you need. That's another common answer. Or you have a wise man, some smart ass that goes, money is an item, or it's an item basically for a verifiable record that is generally accepted for payment of goods or services or repayments like debts or stocks, or and taxes. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what do you have to do to obtain that money? And, they contemplate more, work. And then I go, okay, well, I try to give them hints and clues. I'm like, okay, well, what do you have to do? What do you have to sacrifice, basically, do that work? And the answer simply is time. Once you and I and everyone else starts thinking of money as time, the sky's the limit. It sounds stupid and simple, but it really is. Like when you start buying things or frivolous things that you don't need, and you think about, God damn, man, how many hours did I have to spend to buy that? How many hours do I have to work to get that? Then you'll start cutting back. And right now, with the government just printing and printing and printing money, realistically, they're stealing our time. They're stealing it. They're basically they're just modern day mafia stealing our money, beating us up, saying if you want that storefront, you got to pay your vig. And it's almost like if you have a glass of scotch and it's really good, and you want another one, but your bottle ran out. It's the government's almost like they give you another scotch, but they fill it all up with water, and there's like maybe a drop or two of scotch, and it's dog shit. It tastes like nothing. That's basically what they're doing right now in a nutshell. So what I always advise all my clients is to do a cost benefit analysis of all your current bills and try to make sacrifices to save money. I can tell you some of the things that I did. And, you can use that money to reinvest and do things like that. One of the key things is stop ordering out so much. That shit costs a lot of money if you think about it. Maybe just cut back as far as you can. I'm not telling you can't do it, but if you cut back and you learn how to cook and you buy foods in bulk, like I get a subscription. It's called Butcher Box. It's all organic. Once you eat this food, you'll never want to go back anyways because the quality is amazing. You just learn how to cook. You'll save so much money. Make a bunch of food and prepare it. I'm real big into working out and bodybuilding and trying to look as ripped as I possibly can. So I eat as healthy and clean as possible anyway. So I prepare my meals throughout the week. Another thing to do is cut cable. If you have cable right now, cut it. What do you need it for, realistically? Everything's on the computer anyways. Find ways of bootlegging stuff if you have to. But just cut cable. That's $100 right there. Another big thing you can do is, this is the thing that I've done recently, is shop around for energy suppliers. Like where I live at, you can get gas and electric. You can kind of outsource it. You can shop it, and there's always deals. So like right now, I don't even remember the company I'm with. I have a 3 month uh, fixed rate. And after the fixed rate's over, it's like a promotional rate. It jumps up, it skyrockets. So you know what I'm going to do? There's no cancellation fee. I'm going to go to the next. And there's a list online. That's one of the things maybe I'll cover. There's hundreds of companies throughout America that you can kind of just choose and pick. Pick and choose. Oh, I want them. I'll do their term. And a lot of times they give you promotions, a free gift card or whatever. That's one thing you should do, and do it all the time. You can save so much money. Last month, I saved over $50 by changing suppliers. I went from like 150 for electric down to like 95, so actually more than $50. Shop around for the cheapest car insurance. Me, I had two vehicles. I had a nice little BMW, and due to COVID, I've been pretty much just stuck at home, working from home and working on the computer and doing taxes and doing everything else. I don't really have to meet with people right now. Everything's kind of over the phones and virtual. So I actually just decided to sell my car. You take the money, and it's funny is I took that money. I'm not gonna say how much, but I put it all into XRP, all of it. And just with the car insurance alone per month, how much I'm saving. And lastly, if you guys are W-2, for those that are working, and you have a family or a wife or kids or whatever, look to claim more with your W-4s. And what a W-4 is, what you fill out when you initially start the job. You can change it at any time. And this is for like the IRS. So like me personally, I claim 2. And my goal is to get no refund when I file my federal taxes. I don't want a refund because why would you want a refund? It's stupid. They're just holding on to your money when you could be making money with your money or doing whatever you want to do with it. It's not like you get interest. You're just getting the money that's yours anyways. So fill out this W-4 form, claim 2 or 3 or whatever you need to do. And if you owe a little bit of money, you got to be careful there. You might actually end up owing money when you file your taxes. I have deductions and all kind of things that I get to deduct. So if I didn't, though, I probably would actually end up owing some money from my income. So that's another thing to do is claim more and pay less. Or what I mean by that is who cares if you get a refund? So again, another thing to do too is I completely anticipate XRP and XLM and XDC and ALGO and all my other coins that just within 5 years where I could just be big chilling, doing whatever I want, being a boss, really. That's what our goal is, to be a boss. Do whatever the hell you want to do. You want to just chill and do nothing, just do nothing. I live a lifestyle where I'm kind of just secluded, don't really want bothered by people, hence why I don't really ever plan on showing myself. But this is one thing that I'm doing. I've done this for clients is you set up a charitable remainder trust. And what this is it's a charity of your choosing. I'm not going to tell you who I picked, but say you have XRP, this is you, the grantor. And say whatever your goal was to make 10 million, and after 1 million, which my goal is a lot higher than that, but say 1 million, you put this into a charitable remainder trust. You have to have this set up beforehand, and what they do is they kind of sell the current value of that asset to the charity, and then what you get is you get an annuity, and for the first 5 years you can basically deduct all of it. And so if it's $1 million, you get an annuity for 20 years or however long you live, basically. And you can get, generally it's from 5 to 8% of the total value. So basically 50 to 80K a year, which realistically I could live off of that. I don't need that much money. I just like working out and just chilling. Like, I don't need all this money. Like, I plan on having a lot of money, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well with myself. But realistically, if you cut ties and shit, you should be able to live off of 50K to 80K, at least for now, until, who knows, the dollars goes into shit, and $50 grand's worth 20 grand because they just keep stealing our time. Like I said, that's what they're doing. And, for the first 5 years, you basically can just deduct the total amount of taxes on it. Then after that, you'll have to pay taxes. But by doing this, you'll never have to pay capital gains tax, which is basically robbery. You're willing to take the risk and invest in something that's technically volatile. And, we're all lunatics for being in the crypto market in the first place, right? But they basically, the IRS, they're just going to steal 30% of your money right off the bat. Beat you with a bat, and if you don't pay them up. So one thing I would advise is to one, never cheat the system, because they're going to catch you, and it's like digging a grave that you're just never going to get out of. Trust me, I've been on both sides of the spectrum, the private and public. And one thing's for sure is they're always going to get you, and that's why they say if there's 2 things that are guaranteed in our life: we're death and taxes. And honestly, that's the truth. Now, we can have debates on what do you think's fair as taxes or not. We shouldn't be taxed or should be taxed. Realistically, there's just no way of beating them, unless you plan on just throwing away your American residency and getting a passport and living somewhere else. Which, hey, good for you. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. I kind of went in length, and obviously I'm new to doing this whole bullshit talking and all this, so the quality's probably poor at the moment, but I try to give you guys some ideas, so to speak, to legally not have to pay as much taxes and mitigate your taxes, because it sucks. Like if you know you sold that $1 million XRP off the get go without doing this, they're taking, do the math, you know, $300,000-$400,000 right off the bat that you don't have to do, that you can get an annuity for 20 years. And all of us are pretty young for the most part, so we should hopefully live longer than 20 years. So it's just money coming in. Just think of it as a paycheck every year. Paycheck, paycheck, paycheck. Yeah, after 5 years, you can't really deduct it and you're paying the taxes, but oh well. And then with the rest of our investments, you can reinvest that money. You can open up another idea you can do for that $1 million if you have someone you want to give the money to as a beneficiary, kids, is that you can open up a life insurance policy. So that $1 million, you know, open up a $1 million life insurance policy, and then with those funds that you're getting from the CRT, you can use that and pay off the life insurance policy within a few years, and then you're just chilling with that money. So when you pass away or whatever, your kids or grandchildren or whomever is like, damn, that dude's a legend. He just gave me $1 million for nothing. You know, thank you, thank you, big hoss. And yeah, so you know, hope this sets home. And if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to hit me up. I mean, I'm just doing this because it's just shit that's hard to find out there. Like, you know, high school and all that. No one knows about finances and taxes. I mean, like I said, I asked the people, what is money? No one even knows what money is. They, you know, oh, you gotta work for it or this and that, but they don't know how money works. And that's why I'm so bullish on XRP, XLM, XDC, ALGO. You know, there's other coins too, but the bankers and all the scumbags are going to use that for everything. You know, the tokenization, the ease of money. I mean, I just sent a shitload of XRP from a ledger to Nexo. It took literally 3 seconds, and the fee was like 0.00000.1. Like, it's just a joke. If I sent that same amount in Bitcoin, it would have took forever, and I would have got smacked with fees. Ethereum, I sold pretty much all of my Ethereum. That shit's a joke. How much that cost? Jeez, you want to send $100? It costs you $40 a send. That's garbage. What a garbage piece of shit that is. So, anyways, it's been nice chatting. Hit me up.